Welcome everyone to these weekly Pleiadian gatherings. Today's date is the 10th of August 2024, and we've just had the Lionsgate. Everything has become so warp speed. So much so that it's hard to keep up. It's hard to catch up. It's hard to it can be hard, I think, to move forward and find stillness at the same time and balance with everything that's happening in the world and all the changes. And something that came to me today from the Pleiadians is how we only really survive when we adapt to our situations. And that's true both individually and, more importantly, collectively, when we adapt to our environment and changes. So we definitely, I feel we definitely need to adapt and let go of the old energies and the old ways and the old beliefs and the old baggage and belongings and ways of thinking and emotions. And there seems to be an overwhelming amount of stuff to let go of in order to move forward into a lighter energy, into a lighter frequency. And I don't think that's just me. I think that's very much collective. I think that everything feels so heavy and muddy and like a weight of the outside world, you know, being the media and the events and situations that are unfolding in the world. It just feels heavy. It just feels heavy. So my question I've been asking myself today, I guess, even unconsciously, is very much unconsciously, is how do I adapt to the world? How do I get through this? How do I navigate what's going on while maintaining my own life, while maintaining my own energy and the work that I'm doing and the things that I'm doing and the channeling? And how do I find balance in the new energies that we're in? How do I find balance in that? How do I move forward with the times and the changes and the challenges? And because we are no longer in the world we were living in 5 years ago. There's been tremendous changes and things are happening so quickly. I struggle to keep up, and sometimes I miss important events and situations and things that are occurring in the world because I'm still looking at the stuff or still in the energy of the stuff of yesterday. And I'm mostly talking about worldwide events and situations. And I've almost missed the situation in the UK. And I almost missed one of the most important events in history, as far as I'm concerned, of the attempted assassination of Trump. I almost missed that because of everything else that's going on or was going on at the time. And a lot of it seems to be distraction, which we know is orchestrated and by design. You know, the powers that be want us to look in a certain direction so that we miss important events and situations and things that are at play and happening and going on. So anyway, that's enough talk from me. I might put my camera off. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how I feel for this evening channeling, or some of it. But Dennis, would you begin by
Okay, I'll
thank
say
you.
the prayer of oneness 3 times.
Dennis, you'll have to speak into your microphone because
We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so.
thank you for saying the prayer. So let us begin with I'm going to turn my camera off. Let us begin with a meditation. Place your feet firmly on the floor. Get comfortable, back as straight as you can comfortably be. Relax, breathe. Close your eyes if you want to. Breathe in love. Breathe in through your nose, down to your belly, and hold it. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe out stress, tension, any aches and pains in your bones or anywhere else in your body. Breathe out negative emotions. Breathe out thoughts that you don't wish to have or to entertain. Breathe out what you want to let go of. Breathe out old energy and watch it dissolve. And breathe in new energy, new energy, new frequency, new vibration, new way of being, new sound, new music, new energy. Fill up your cells, fill up your body, fill up your bones, fill up your blood with new energy, new frequency, new sound, new color, new healing, new breath of life. A new way of being, a new dawn is emerging. We are here with you. We are here to assist you. We walk amongst you. We work with your governments. We said this last week in a very direct way. Very direct way. We love you. We created you in our likeness. You are our children. We have the utmost love for you, which comes with many different other feelings and emotions. We are here to assist you to step into a higher way of being, a higher frequency, a higher vibration, a higher knowledge, a higher power, a higher everything. You will most definitely notice changes within your own lives. And Soma is never, ever an exception to this. Some people may have the false thoughts or ideas or beliefs about channelers, that they are exceptions to our information. And that is never the case, ever, with any of the beings, with any of the humans that channel us. Great strides are being taken, and you are all moving forward at a pace that is doable for you. We've said before many times that some of you will go at what seems like a snail's pace, and then you will take leaps and strides forward that may appear to be very quick, even for you, for the people that it is happening to. And this is not the case. There is a very good saying, a very good example in the form of a saying, that it takes 35 years to become an overnight success. And this is very similar to what we are explaining, to what we are saying. Overnight successes do not happen overnight. They take time, patience, practice, experience, learning, gratitude, understanding that everything is in perfect alignment and that everything occurs at the perfect timing or divine timing. Everything is as it should be. Everything. Oh, even the loss of your loved ones. As we say these words, we can Soma can feel the grief, the loss of some of you and the reaction to our words. We never intend to cause you pain or harm. That is never, ever our intention. Though sometimes forgive Soma, let us rephrase that. There are times we know that our words will have that effect on you, but that is not our intention. Our intention is just to help to enlighten you, help to instill within you a higher frequency, a better way of being, to assist you in ascension, because ascension affects the whole universe. It affects everything. It is far-reaching. It is not limited to Earth, ever, at all, by any means. The whole universe, in every direction, on every level, in every timeline. In every single existence, everything is changing and ascending, including humanity. This is not even about the ascension of humanity, although that is part of it. Humanity is ascending and evolving and moving forward into crystalline human beings. But that is not what this is about. This is about the ascension of the universe and the expansion of everything that is contained within it. And you just happen to be part of that bigger picture of the expansion of the universe, which includes dimensions, parallel timelines, the vastness, every cell, everything within existence, which is everything, because everything exists. You are so young. So young as a species of humanity. And you have so much to learn, to understand. You have so much to teach others. Those of you that are here to teach, to share, to download, to give, to help, to experience, to inform, to gather, to unite, to come together. You are seeded on this planet as star seeds. And so much of your language has been changed, infiltrated, and manipulated. And those words, infiltrated, changed, and manipulated, can be used in every system to explain, to describe every system on your planet, especially money, politics, pharmaceutical, Every system has been infiltrated, manipulated, changed. Oh, let us take a moment for you to breathe in some of that excess energy that Soma was talking about. She holds out her hands and sends out, rather, we send out activations to you of a higher frequency of everything we have been speaking of. It is our mission. Many of you, including Soma, often talks about missions and purposes and goals and the reason you are here. That many of you understand, many of you know very well why you are here, what your purpose is and your missions, your life purpose, your soul missions, and those two words are interchangeable. Many of you starseeds know this, whether you classify yourselves as starseeds or not. You may classify yourself as truthers or healers or mystics or warriors or light workers. To us, it is all much the same thing. You are extraordinary beings of light, and you are not from Earth. Many of you, so many of you, thousands upon thousands of you came to this planet that you stand on now called Earth to be here, not even as a witness, but as activators, because you stand out. You are different. Your energy is different. And you know it. Since you were born, you have been different and you have stood out. And more often than not, you have been seen as what many term as a black sheep or a troublemaker or a fighter. You cause problems in your school systems. You cause fights as teenagers. You cause trouble. You become known as troublemakers. You are well known by us. You are troublemakers because you do not fit into the old systems. You do not fall into line, into place. You will not stand behind that white line or the yellow line or the pink line or the blue line or the red line. You came born different, born knowing that something is not right, something is wrong, something is out of place. These systems are wrong. These injustices are unjust. You are here to change humanity. Your DNA is different. You know that. You feel somehow different. And your energy does stand out. It vibrates at a different frequency than the average human being, because you are different. We have said this many times, and we will never tire of saying it. There are many wise beings on this planet. We see each and every one of you that came here as Starseed with different DNA, much like a homing beacon. You stand out to us brightly, vibrantly, shining lights in a dark pool of matter. You shine brightly to us. We see you. You do stand out exquisitely. You shine out your light for others to see. And our wish, our knowing, is that you will shine brighter and stronger and louder and harder and brighter and stronger and harder and louder and brighter and harder and stronger and louder and brighter. With more voice, with more oomph, you will be seen more. The ways that you will be seen more is through your alternative media, which is becoming stronger and louder and brighter and harder and stronger and louder and brighter and harder and more united than ever before. The time on Earth now is exceptional. It has never occurred on your planet before, not in the way that it is happening now, not with technology. These are unmeasurable times. These are extraordinary times. These are so many words we could use, and it would still not come close to what we are describing. The uniqueness, the magnificence, the magnitude, the magnificence, the illuminous light that you are all stepping into, the frequency of light, of love, of sound, of healing, of matter. You are becoming crystalline human beings, meaning that at some point in your history, at some point in your future, forgive Soma, at some point in your future, you will be without the need to have bodies. You will just be, and you will not need food, and you will not need water. You will just exist in a more advanced way than you do now, because you have devolved since the time of Atlantis, where negative ET energy came into your planet and overthrew Earth and humanity and helped it to devolve. And now there is a parallel occurring, a parallel happening, where you are going back to a time of Atlantis and even beyond that. And we have said this before, and we will never tire of saying it. We have so much to share. So much to share. Jay is here. Again. Now would be a good time for questions. Fill your bodies up, Judy, with herbs and vitamins and minerals. Kelp would be good for you. Seaweed, iron, nutrients, magnesium. Even when Soma is not channeling. She is. We cannot say always, but the vast majority of the time. A detox would be good. A detox of chemicals, of parasites. You need to cleanse your body. Fill it with good stuff, organic, as much as you possibly can. Go to your local farmers. Honey would be extremely good for you. Potassium would be good for you. Go to your local farmers and seek organic vegetables and fruits from them. B vitamins would be good for you. Healing, sound, nurturing, massage, dance, bath, salt, sea, bathing, swimming in the sea. You do not have to do everything all at the same time, but you can increase little steps and little things that you intake into your diet, intake into your body. One of the most powerful things you can do as well is to talk to your own DNA, is to talk to your own body. Communication is key to any relationship, whether it is with partners, friends, lovers, mothers, fathers, children, animals, trees, plants, DNA. Communication is key, even with us. Even with us, communication is key. And communication is a two-way street. It is a two-way street. To be balance and harmony, it is a two-way street. Good communication will lead to balance and harmony, to a more harmonious relationship. When you ignore things, when you turn a blind eye, that is where problems will escalate and grow and manifest into bigger problems and bigger problems and bigger problems. Sweeping things under the carpet accumulates a big mass of rubbish, a big mess beneath the rug. So we will pause there and invite you to ask questions. And if you are watching this, you can email Soma your questions. She will look at them and we will answer them. At some point, no doubt she may even forget, having read your questions. Maybe. We have said before that grounding is extremely important at these times. Soma is never an exception. We thank you, DM, for pointing out the blindingly obvious to her. We say that with great humor. Do not lose your connections where connections have been made. Do not let them go. We don't see you doing that. In the long term, but we do see you somehow, sometimes being blasé and what is the word Soma is looking for? Nonchalant, perhaps. Oblivious, Soma would say. Oh, you two are very funny individually, and this excels when you are together. You are very funny together. You work very well together, including with the humor aspect. We like your energies together. We do. Blasé. Soma is laughing at her own accent because she is hearing, oh, she is hearing the East End accent coming out slightly, but she never really liked, to be honest. And we are just explaining to her, as we are talking to you through her, we are showing her and reminding her that we did tell her that we would be working on her voice. And it is interesting that she had forgotten this when she was talking to DM earlier about her voice. And that is why she said what she said. Because we have been working on her voice, on her throat, on her frequency, on her vibration, that are all contained within her throat, in her throat chakra, which is to do with many aspects of where some of the energies of where she came from have been stuck in her throat. And moving forward now and letting go, becoming stronger, becoming vibrant, more vibrant, containing more frequency of us, letting go, having a stronger connection. And she is not an exception, ever. We cannot emphasize and we cannot say that enough. We are explaining it. She is explaining it in this way because she understands that it is never about her. It is about the collective. And many of you are experiencing this as well, which is why we said just now, you are standing stronger, brighter, louder, stronger, brighter, louder. Collectively, there is a change on your planet. You are standing up to the plate. Some of you were there before, ahead of your time. A prime example would be David Icke. Oh, breathe. Let us pause there for a moment. And we invite questions from those in this room this evening. We've already invited those questions from people listening in the future. So Soma will become quiet. In order for you to ask any questions you wish.
I should like to know whether you are working through other people, other channels on this planet. For example, there was a chap in South Africa called Billy Mayer who...
Most certainly we are, and have been. Most certainly we are, and have been.
Yeah.
For millennia.
Oh, yes, yes.
We have never left you. What has happened on your planet is that humanity has devolved and lost their connection to us.
Yes.
We never left your planet. We never went away. We never disconnected. It was your frequency that was lowered intentionally.
Yes, yes.
We are most certainly communicating with many people, thousands of people.
Yes.
And some of those people are very well known.
Thank you.
There is an image of a woman of a Pleiadian woman. It may not be the image that you are thinking of as you are hearing our words. We are not necessarily speaking to you when we say it may not be the image you are thinking of. But there is a woman, an image of a woman, of a Pleiadian woman, that is very commonly associated with Billy Myers. She is one of us, and Soma often sees her. She works very closely with me, with Ashtar. We are a collective. We are the Pleiadian collective, but we speak through Ashtar as one. We speak through Ashtar as one. And this woman is Pleiadian. And she works very closely with me, with myself, with Ashtar. We're strongly bonded.
Yes, I understand, yes.
Can you see in your mind's eye who we are speaking of?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. for your acknowledgement and your acceptance and your love and your light and your shiningness. You are a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
We would like to say well done to you. We know that it has not been easy for you. We know that you do not share just how difficult it is. You may say to people that things are not easy at the moment, as you kind of brush it off.
Yes.
We will also be working on your own throat energy to help clear some of that grief and loss. You may even feel a sense of betrayal. For one reason or another. As we are speaking, Soma is understanding why we use the word betrayal because of what you were speaking of earlier. She did not really understand the word betrayal when she said it. But she remembered what you were speaking of earlier, and now she understands that there is a sense of betrayal there that you feel.
Yes. Yes.
Let it go. Let it go. You were not betrayed.
Mm.
In a higher, we mean in a higher spiritual way, you were not betrayed. Of course, on the 3D, Soma is most certain that you were betrayed.
Yes.
That the payment was way too high for the project. Over exaggerated. And you paid over. You overpaid what you should have.
Mm. Yes.
The people that did this, of course, will not feel this way. Or perhaps they will, knowingly, which will make their karma even harder. We
Yes.
do not use the word worse. We use harder
Yes.
or more in balance for their output.
Mm.
We are with you, Michael.
Thank you.
Yes. We do not even need to say it or share it in a public platform like this. But yes, we channel.
Mm. Thank
Sometimes
you.
when Soma is watching, the very few other channelers that she does watch,
Mm.
sometimes she can feel our energy, our words through them. There is one in particular that she likes to watch because she can feel our energy through
Yes.
this person. We will gladly say his name, though Soma is always hesitant to. But we are speaking of Cryon.
Oh, yes. Yes.
She likes watching him. Sometimes when she is feeling low or down, or having a day where she is not feeling so good. Sometimes she forgets about Cryon. And then when she remembers, she'll watch just to feel us around her.
Right.
And she can feel us around her. Or rather, she can feel us speaking through others. Like Blossom. Like Pragit, Paris, and others. So, let us breathe together. Let us pause. Would anyone else like to ask any questions?
Do the Pleiadians know who the lady was that was funny? She was a Pleiadian lady, and she might have been a little older, but she was always joking. And Barbara Marciniak used to channel her.
Judy, can you move closer to the microphone and speak up, please? Because
Okay.
I didn't hear that. Soma didn't hear.
Oh, okay. Does um do the Pleiadians know who the funny Pleiadian was? She was a little older, and she used to joke, and Barbara Marciniak used to channel her.
Can you repeat the question, Judy?
Yeah, see her. Um, do they know who the Palladian lady is that Barbara Marciniak used to channel? And she was funny. She joked a lot.
So, did you hear that question? She's asking about Barbara Marciniak, who would have been very famous for making the Pleiadians very public. She published a book, Bringers of the Dawn. Soma?
Thank you. Yes,
And you were at one of her events, I'm sure, in Dublin.
I did. At this time, I have no comment on that. Soma had. Dennis is right. Soma went to one of her events. Soma had put Barbara Marciniak onto a pedestal and had great regard for her. However, Soma is unwilling to comment. In this moment, that is not to say that perhaps even next week she will be able to allow us to communicate what we are wishing. But for right now, she is unwilling to step out of the way enough to share what we are saying without her own thoughts coming forth. We will say that again. Right now, Soma, because she had a negative experience with Barbara, who she had put on a pedestal. When she met Barbara, that pedestal came crashing down. Crashing in a very hurtful way. So right now, for that question, which is an excellent question, Soma is unwilling to comment. She is unwilling to move herself out of the way enough in order to allow us to give you an answer without her own emotion getting into the way.
That's interesting. And Carol, your emotions can get in the way of plenty, which is fine. And you've explained how it happened here when you were expecting so much of Barbara Marciniak, and you met her. And the thing is, Barbara has been a wonderful channel for the Pleiadians, but she has had some change. So clearly, Barbara has had some losses or traumas. And so now she is, I think she's maybe a bit bitter that she hasn't made some financial gains or other people have used her material. She's quite fearful in many respects of people taking advantage of her. She, so her own frequency in some way recent years has lowered a bit. But she has been an excellent ambassador for the Pleiadians.
I've heard that also, yeah, from people on the internet that there's something negative going on with her. So.
Well, I'm not even saying it's negative. I'm not.
It is very easy to become infiltrated, as Soma very well knows.
Yes.
There is not a channel on your planet.
Yes.
That is not.
I have no question. I don't believe Barbara Marciniak has been infiltrated. I just think, like at the moment, you're so honest to say is there is a strong emotional response resting with your person, Carol. So it gets in the way, and you're honest about that. And Barbara obviously has had some experiences in her later life which have hurt her, and that I'm able to feel that. I can see it, and so that limits her ability to have the same contact with the Pleiadian group, and it limits her ability to be able to be in good relationship with many people because of some of the hurt that she's carrying.
You are correct. It is a lesson for her in letting go, in moving forward, which is what you are all experiencing collectively. When we said just now, we didn't get to finish our sentence, and it is important to do so. We feel your love coming through for Soma. We were saying just now, there is not a single channel on this planet, on your planet, on this planet, that has not been infiltrated. We didn't get to finish that sentence, which is important, because our words didn't end there. We were saying, there is not a single channel on your planet that has not been infiltrated at some point, that has not had to learn the lesson of being able to distinguish our energy. It is important, it is essential as a channel that you are able to distinguish our energy. So every channel on your planet will have an experience where they are misguided and misled to believing they are in a moment, in a singular session, they are channeling the Pleiadians, and they may have been channeling the Pleiadians since a child, but there will come a time, as Soma very well knows, where an energy will step in and disguise itself as us. And it is not us. This is a good lesson. This is a good teaching for you. By the negative agenda, by the negative ET agenda that is running your planet, it is a good lesson for channelers to learn.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to distinguish our energy. We see this as a positive occurrence, although it is by the negative ET energy. We do not see this experience as negative. We see it as the being given the ability to be able to finally be able to distinguish our energy from other negative ET energy or other energy that is negative in ET form. It is essential, it is crucial, it is critical to have these experiences in order to be able to publicly continue to be able to channel us. Soma is very cautious with this subject concerning Barbara, because she has had personal experience that did not go well, did not go as she wanted, did not go as planned. It was very crushing for Soma to be received in the way she was by Barbara. Crushing is an understatement. So much so that she went to her shamanic teacher, Paul, who many of you will have heard his name before, Paul O'Halloran in Ireland, and asked him the question, Paul, am I really channeling the Pleiadians? Because Barbara would say otherwise. His answer was different to Barbara's. His answer was yes. Why would you doubt? Why would you doubt that? He didn't have very high regard for Barbara when Soma told him this. Soma has come to a point very recently, even overnight, where she is in more acceptance of herself. Oh, so much more acceptance overnight of herself. And this is a great question you are asking, Judy. And Soma can feel your love, Dennis. She can feel your support, Michael. And she can feel your inquisitiveness, Sheila. Judy, she can feel your empathy and compassion and understanding and even love and sisterhood, sisterness, sistership. She can feel your motherly energy. There have been times, let us explain, that Soma is a channel for us, the Pleiadians, and Ashtar, the Pleiadian collective. She is a voice for us. She is what many of you would call an ambassador. She has not come from good beginnings, which was part of her journey to be able to channel us. But to her, that was horrendous, as it would have been to anyone. But she has dealt extremely well with the hands she has been given. There were times in her life when, let us explain, she is jumping ahead. We are jumping ahead. Soma began to channel us when she was 8 years old, that she remembers. But we were with her before that, from lifetime to lifetime. But let us begin when she was 8. She began to channel us. She connected with us through trauma. And there have been times in her life where she went into a wayward path. She has gone through many things in her life, many emotions, many situations. It has been crammed full of all the lessons she wanted to learn. And there were many lessons, because she has and does contain so much of our frequency that she finds it very difficult to understand earthly humans and the situations they create on Earth. She finds it extremely difficult to fit in, to understand. She is often seen as a black sheep and stands out in a crowd, whether she wants to or not. Our point is that channelers are not special. They go through extreme hardships, extreme situations, extreme emotions. Everything is extreme to a channeler or a starseed, an empath, because you are different. You do not experience things in the same way as the vast majority of people, because your energy is different. Your frequency is different. Your vibration is different. And Barbara is no exception to this. She has her faults. She has her moments. She has her emotions. She has her weakness. But she also has her good points. Compassion, love, empathy, insight, foresight, intuition, psychic abilities. Barbara Marciniak is a great medium. A great medium. And she connects very well with our energy. Of course, there are times, like we've just explained, there will be situations that are necessary for every channeler on your planet, whether they are public or not, to experience an energy that is not us. Or if they are channeling Syrians, it doesn't necessarily have to be us. It could be any group of star nations. But it is essential. It is an essential experience. Not all channelers learn from this. Not all channelers learn to distinguish this very subtle frequencies of us, which is where many go wrong, because they continue to believe these false negative ET energies are who they say they are. Barbara Marciniak is an exceptional human being with faults, with negative emotions, with some situations and experiences that she has to learn and move through and grow from. Many of you starseeds are stubborn, and that is part of your attributions. That is part of a positive thing, but it can also work against you. The stubbornness. Soma is as stubborn as Dennis. She will not back down. This is a gift of starseeds. It is needed. It is necessary. But it can also work against you because you are unwilling to back down, even when you don't realize you are wrong. Sometimes channelers in their personal lives are wrong. It is sad to witness such a great channeler as Barbara Marciniak to see her personal life so publicly seen or displayed or known. The scars and the wounds and the bitterness. And Soma actually has no idea of what has been going on with Barbara Marciniak. We are simply speaking through Soma. And Soma has no idea of what has been happening recently with Barbara Marciniak. But she can feel the emotions that we are sharing with her. She actually, in this moment, has great love for Barbara and great compassion for someone that has been so publicly open and clear. We started off by saying there have been moments in Soma's life when she has done things that she would not choose again. but they were necessary for her growth. She is tempted to share them now, but she won't. She may never share them publicly. For the reaction, or the fear of the reaction she would get. She is tempted. Full disclosure is very appealing. And it may even help to propel her forward, because then she would really have nothing to hide. She would have no secrets. Not a single thing could be used against her. We would say that Barbara is experiencing a moment in her life where she has slightly come off the path, which is why we were explaining about Soma just now. In Barbara's own way, she is dealing with lessons that she needs to learn. This is a good thing. This is a beautiful thing. What is sad is that it is so public, so seen, like grief, when it's in the public eye, or addiction when it's in the public eye, or hurt or pain, grief and loss and sadness and woundedness when it is in the public collective is, Soma can find no other word than sad. We may speak again of Barbara, who needs some love, understanding, compassion, empathy. For she is not yet enlightened. None of you are. You wouldn't be in human bodies if you were. Send love to Barbara. Send light. Send gifts. Send money if you can. Send positive messages. Share your light to her and anyone else that needs it. That is why you are here, isn't it? You are here to uplift each other. You are here to take each other's hands, to enlighten, to uplift, to share, to unite. Do not turn on each other. That is a negative technique, a negative way of being. You are brothers and sisters. Embrace each other. Be the starseeds you are. Go forth and shine. Bring your light. Bring your warrior energy. Bring your voices. Bring your microphones. Bring your frequency. Bring your vibration. Bring your I am presence. And stand up and unite. And if you see a public being such as Barbara that needs to be covered with wings of protection, so be it. Protect those that need protecting. Cover them with your light, with your love, with your wings, with your protection, with your I am presence, with your healing, with your light, with your frequency, with your vibration. Do not turn on each other as channelers, as healers. We witnessed this within this very group a few weeks ago, where there was a vibration of disharmony about certain subjects. This is cleared. You will not always agree with each other. What is more important is that you learn. You learn. What is most important on your planet right now is forgiveness, is love, is laughter, is joy, is unity. You are star seeds and you are born to shine. Let go of the old ways. We had great influence. We have not said this before, but we had great influence and great connection with the Native American tribes. We saw the white man coming. We saw the white man coming. We warned the Native Americans through their ability to connect with us in the dream time, in altered states. You have been asking Dennis. Dennis, you have been asking Soma, what is it she does? She has a much clearer picture now. She knows us better than yesterday because of the session she had. She knows herself better than yesterday. Right in this moment, she has her eyes wide open and has had them open for about 10 minutes and is still channeling us in the very same way as if she were eyes closed. It no longer makes much of a difference to Soma. She can open her eyes these days and not look like she is channeling. And yet she absolutely is, which is a great gift to her in the future, especially when she will be doing interviews. And Dennis does wish that she would bring more of her own energy to the interview, more of her own presence, her own I amness. And it will appear in future times during interviews that this is what she is doing. It will not seem to the average Joe or Auntie Mary down the road that she is channeling. And yet this is absolutely what she will be doing. Oh. So let us pause there and remind you that love wins. She is looking forward to, right now, to having tea with you or coffee. Send love to Barbara. Send light. Send money. Send whatever you can. Send your energy. Send your healing. Send your thoughts. Send your prayers. Send emails. Send condolences. Send whatever. Help those who need it, whether they are channelers or not, whether they are starseeds or not, whether they are homeless or not, whether they are in grief because of a lost one. Grief is a funny thing. It's a strange thing because it can be held on to for so long. And sometimes grief occurs not just because of the death of a loved one. Grief has many forms. You can have grief for many things. You can have grief for loss of money or lack of money or lack of a job or loss of a job or a pet or a home or a house or a business even, or a gift or an ability can be lost, perhaps through an illness, or perhaps an artist could lose his hand or hands, or someone could lose their legs and grief would occur. There are many of you that are so exceptionally gifted and you don't even realize it. And we would say that Barbara is one of those, one of you, that are exceptional human beings. Do not focus on her negative traits. Send money, send love, send light. Send us, Michael, if you... We do not just speak of Michael, but we know that we are with him. Send us if you have a connection to us, is what we mean. Send lion energy, send healing, send your thoughts, say your prayers. Send prayers. We thank you for listening to us this evening, and we look forward to more. We love you. And Carol is very much looking forward to having tea with you right now. For everyone listening, in the future time, if you would like to sign up to my Substack, it is somaara.com.